up? I don't know what's wrong with this stupid thing. All right, we have this problem with the Suburban that it knocks and squeaks. Out of the way, Emma. So we're going to take a look at it. And see if we can determine what the noise is from. So, some of the things I've already done to this thing, I've replaced the spark plug wires, spark plugs, the rotor and cap, I've cleaned the EGR valve, and and I replaced the power booster because we did have a vacuum leak, and I could hear the vacuum leak inside the cab, so I replaced that. I've already checked I've already checked the passenger side, getting ready to check the driver's side to see if the knock goes away or not. Good, sir. Good. Go ahead.
Did you say?
I said, okay, that's all 8 cylinders, still not. So, if I remember right, that means it's not a rod, which is good news.
Good.
Now, from my research, if it is a lifter,
That's a good.
you gotta take the head off.
Yeah.
From what I haven't confirmed this, but from what I've read, the lifters are not in the valley; they're they're underneath the head. So, but before I go that far, I guess the next thing I'm going to determine is find out if I can find out what side the squeak's coming from.
Sounds like passenger side.
Yeah, it sounds like passenger side to me too. So we'll just see if we can find out where the squeak's coming from, and then we'll go ahead and put some type of oil. I've been reading about seafoam. I'll try seafoam and see if that helps clean stuff up. So I'm teaching my son how to use a piece of wood to listen to the sound of your engine. I found where the rattling's coming from. Ready?
Yeah.
Now go to this side.
You mean give a gas mask?
I'm going to go ahead and give it an oil treatment. I'm going to put that seafoam in the oil and see if that takes care of it. And see if it takes care of the squeak too. If not, then we'll search the squeak later. So, I mean, we could. There's no need to take it apart right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if the seafoam works, then we don't take it apart. If the seafoam don't work, then we take it apart.
Yep.
But it makes me feel better that I'm not going to put a hole through the block. So. Alrighty. That's all for now. So last night I had mentioned how I had replaced the power booster, spark plugs, rotor cap, spark plug wires, spark plugs, and clean the EGR. I did all that because it was running real rough and kind of missing, not because of the noise it has now. So now I'm going to try this seafoam stuff. I've never used it before. I'm going to pour one can inside the oil and pour the other half, pour half of a can in the gas tank, which I think I got about 10 gallons in it right now. And pour the other down the power booster vacuum tube. All the while I'm dodging mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. It's supposed to smoke. Now I'm supposed to let it wait like 30 minutes and start it up again. So I'm going to go inside for a while. And hopefully my knock is gone. I can still hear the squeak, it's just not as bad. So it looks like next step is to take the valve cover off and take a look inside. Sound is coming from this lifter. I'm sorry, this rocker. I'm putting my point right on there and I'm hearing it. I don't really hear it on any of the other ones, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the spark plug and release the spark plug wire so there's no ignition or ignition, nothing getting ignited in there. And I'm After that, I'm going to go ahead and take that rocker off and look at the push rod and check that out. Alright, well, I've taken the spark plug off of each one. It still backfires. So I'm kind of at a loss right now of why it's backfiring. All the lifters seem to be moving just fine. I haven't taken the rocker off, but I can see down into the valley down there, and the lifter's moving just fine. I don't see any problem with the lifter moving. I see nothing wrong with any of the springs. I see nothing wrong with any of the rockers. None of them are off at all. And it's definitely coming from the front. The tapping noise is, because I can definitely hear it in that number. And that, well, I'm not sure what cylinder that is. It must see. This is the passenger side. Is this the? I don't know if this is the odd or even. So that's going to be cylinder 1 or 2. And I'm not seeing any cheats anywhere on that motor. So, but that's going to be the exhaust valve that I'm hearing the tapping noise on too. I mean, get the exhaust manifold. The exhaust coming out here.
Dad?
That's the rocker that or the noise it's coming from this rocker. So I'm not sure what's going on yet.
Me either.
All right, yeah. I guess we'll take a spark plug out and see what we see. Okay, as you can hear, that tap is still in there. This is what I've done. I'll do everything that I've done. Okay, I've taken spark plugs out one at a time to see if the knock would go away. It did not go away. I ended up taking the spark plugs out one at a time. The knock was still there. It was hard to hear, but I could still feel it in cylinder number 2 on the exhaust rocker. That's where I'm feeling it. Let's see. I've taken the rockers off and I tapped the valves to see if there's some carbon buildup. And I tapped them for quite a long time, and it didn't do any good. I mean, it still has that rattle in there. Let's see, what else did I do? I checked I took the belt off to see if for some, you know, when you're grasping at straws. So I took the belt off. I checked the distributor to make sure it wasn't crossfiring for some reason, even though it's new. When I had all the spark plugs out, I checked the gap on them again. They were all fine. So I'm at a loss. Yeah. Next thing is to tear into it, but I'm not sure if I want to do that with 250,000 miles on it. If I'm going to tear into it, I might as well just put a transplant in here. Go to the boneyard and grab myself another. Oh, I guess maybe that's why it was running a little rough. Didn't have those two plugged in. But, may as well say that the tick is still there. So, I've done quite a bit to this thing and it's still not running right. Anybody have any ideas? Let me know. Thanks for watching.